Morning. I'm back. I had a day off yesterday. I did do much. I had a hospital appointment, but it's just a standard thing, so that was all right. But it's nice to be back. Very nice. I did get my new car. Well, it's not new, but I did change my car. I still haven't thought of a name for it yet, so I'm still contemplating. So if you've got any good names, message in again, please, because I can't make my mind up. I'm terrible. Anyway, welcome to live shopping here at Highlight Crafts. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm on my own this morning. Left me on my own in the studio with Andrew, Sam, and a ScanNCut. Anything could happen. But we've got some fabulous products and some really cool ways of using them with that ScanNCut. So maybe you treated yourself last week when we had that fabulous deal on. Maybe now's the time to start building your accessory bundles as well. So let me tell you where you can watch us. First of all, you can watch us on YouTube. You can also watch us on Facebook, and you can watch us on highlightcrafts.com, which is super. I sat at home this weekend on Saturday with everyone on the big TV on YouTube with my phone like that, shopping on the website. It was brilliant, loved it. So you can watch us on those platforms. You can shop with us on Facebook and on highlightcrafts.com. So you've got options of where you can shop with us as well. Really, really simple to shop. You don't need to miss a second of what I'm going to be ranting on about, or whittling on about, I should say. Because all you need to do is I'm going to give you a code for the product, and all you're going to do is type shop and then that code into the comments underneath the video, which is super, super easy to do. That'll pop it into a basket for you. Then you'll get a message saying thank you very much for your order, and within that message there is a link, and all you're going to do when you're ready to check out is click on that link, and that will take you to the Highlight Crafts website. Please log in. If you haven't opened an account with us, do so. It doesn't cost you a penny, but it means that you get the benefits of being a club member, which is fabulous. Right, shall we get stuck in? Because I've got lots of goodies to show you, and I literally came in at 7:15 this morning. I'm like, oh, we can do this, oh, we can do this, oh, we can do this. So it's good. And we've got 3 hours today. So I've got 8 o'clock, 12 o'clock, and 6 o'clock with ScanNCut. So make sure you watch all three if you can, because I'm going to do different things in each one. Right, let's start with some vinyl, shall we? Now, vinyl is huge at the moment. There are whole companies being set up on the back of vinyl and making and selling products like these fabulous mugs. So I'm going to talk to you about the vinyl first of all, and then we'll go down the counter and we'll see what other goodies we've got for you. So we've got 12 by 12 vinyl. We've got matte white, 15 sheets. We've got it's like a chalkboard black, so it's properly matte black, 15 sheets. And then we've got holographic, which is just fabulous. So you're going to get 15 12 by 12 sheets of white. Now, the white is printable. Just putting that out there. The white is printable. So now all your reflections artwork, or your children's drawings, or your grandchildren's handwriting can now be printed onto vinyl, which is super, super, super cool. So you're getting 15 sheets of that. You also get a bonus 12 by 12 sheet of the transfer tape. And the transfer tape is the best one I've ever used. It's really cool. And you literally, I'll show you as we go through the second now, because we're going to do vinyl then, but brilliant. So you get 15 sheets of white, 15 sheets of black, and 10 sheets of your holographic. You do get a free bonus transfer sheet in each one. I'm just going to grab one sheet of the holographic so that you can see the kind of thing that I'm talking about. I'm coming back, bear with. Didn't have enough time to get organised this morning. Should have come back last night. Where are you? Where is it when you need it? Why is it never there when you need it? Look at me rummaging. I'm rummaging, Sam, look. I'm rummaging. Can't find it anywhere. Oh, I don't know. I'll find it. Oh, do you know what? I'll open this one. Sorry, Sam. I'm opening one. Get told off if I open them. Sometimes. But Sam doesn't tell me off. She's very lovely. Right, let's open this. No bother faffing around. Right, let's have a look. There we go. Now then, look at these. These are a bit special, aren't they? So you've got your pink in there. You've got like a sky blue, I would say. You've got an orange. You've got lavender. You've got like a pink rainbow, but look at the yellows and the oranges and the peachy tones that appear in that. Then you've got your green. You've got red. I love this. I think it's fabulous. You've got a proper like fluorescent pink in there. A gold. That's your free transfer sheet. You've got a teal, and those are your 10 different colours that you're getting in that. So 15 sheets of black, 15 sheets of printable white, and 10 sheets of that. And do you know what's really exciting? We've just found a source for heat transfer vinyl. So if you want all those three, shop triple, $39.99 will get you 40 sheets of vinyl, 12 by 12, really good quality, £1 a sheet. Mad, right? Right, next we're going to the vinyl starter kit. Now I'm going to talk about vinyl more in the 12 o'clock hour, but vinyl is really interesting because they brought out a different blade for vinyl, and at 12 o'clock I'll show you why you need it. You can use your regular blade, but what happens is when you go really tiny is it doesn't finish it properly. It doesn't give you that precision that you would expect. But the vinyl blade is brilliant, absolutely brilliant. So in your starter kit, you get the vinyl blade and the housing, and you get some images that you can register in Canvas Workspace. Now, I've had a couple of people contact me and say, I can't find them in the web app version. So I messaged Brother, I didn't know this, but apparently the vinyl designs only appear in the downloadable version of Canvas Workspace. So the one that I don't use. I still downloaded it, I still use my regular login details, and once you've logged into that, you'll then find those vinyl designs. Now, the reason that they've done it, because I need to tell you why, because I didn't, and I'm like, why? It's because the vinyl roll feeder, the one that you can use with a roll of vinyl without a mat, only works with the SDX. So they put it with the downloadable version of the what we're talking about, SDX, of the Melanie, Canvas Workspace, words this morning, honestly. So if you bought it, go download the version, pop it onto your laptop, open it up, and you'll find your vinyl patterns in there. Didn't know that, but now we do. See, learning new things every day. So if you want that one, it's Shop Kit, and it's £54.99. I'd highly recommend that if you want to do any kind of vinyl, even things like cutting your own peel-offs, decorating your water bottles, decorating the kids' phone cases, all of that. So Shop Kit will get you that for £54.99. Now then, your vinyl blade. Unlike other machines, you don't have to buy the whole holder just to get another blade. You can buy the blade separately. And the blade, the auto blade for your vinyl is Shop Auto, and it's £16.49. So you get one in that. That's a spare if you want one. Right, next we have 2 low-tack mats. Now this is interesting because I now buy low-tack mats. And what I do is I re-tack them with the stencil glue and the cut and use foam. And I re-tack them to what I want them to be. So something like grey board is going to be stickier than something like parchment. Something like mylar is going to be as sticky as the grey board because you need it to hold that plastic in place. So horses for courses, you'll find what you need. But I like the low tack because I can add the glue and make it just right for what I'm cutting, which is fabulous. So if you want a double pack of the low tack mat, it's Shop Low, and it's £44.99. Now remember, you can re-tack these over and over and over and over and over and over again, okay? So you get 2, you pay for them, and then your investment just keeps going and going and going and going until literally your mat feels really floppy, and that means it's had too many cut lines into it, just like you would change your 5mm plate on your Pro Cut because it's got scratched, just like that. Okay, so if you want those, it's Shop Low, 2 of them for £44.99. Now then, we haven't got a lot of these left. Our lovely Sam, I don't think she's even had a drink out of this yet because I keep pinching it back off her to show you. We are going to give you 4 of these pink, and you can change them with Cadence Hybrid Acrylics because we've tested. Thermal mugs. I love these. I think they're really cool. They're insulated. They're hand wash only. I wouldn't recommend putting these in the dishwasher anyway, but they're perfect for having with your vinyl. Imagine if you do craft fairs, you could take your ScanNCut with you, say to somebody, right, what do you want on your mug? They could tell you, pick the font that they want, you could cut it out and personalise it right there and then. These are fabulous, and the value for money on these is quite extraordinary. So you're getting 4 of them. Shop Mug, £19.99. Limited stock. Knew that had happened. Moving on. So Shop Mug, £19.99. Right, if you want these bottles, now these are fabulous. I did these over the weekend. I did one for Alice, one for Jack, one for me when I'm walking Bo. So he's got Mr. Bojangles on his, which is fabulous. You can see I've done one for Stephanie where I've used the black matte as a drop shadow and then used the holographic on there, and the font is inside your machine's memory. So 4 of these, they're a really nice sturdy acrylic, so they're not glass, so they're not going to shatter. When you unscrew them, they've got this fabulous little, almost like a button inside there that keeps it sealed. And I think if you're somebody that wants to increase how much water you drink in a day, that's not overwhelming. And every time you fill it up, you'll get a little bit more of a buzz, won't you, because you've done another one. Whereas if you've got a massive one, you're like, am I ever going to get to the end of this? So 4 of those you're going to get. Shop bottle, $19.99. Great gifts, those as well. And I also like this bit, because this is really good for children taking to school. First of all, you're not throwing a plastic bottle away every day. Secondly, they're not carrying a massive amount of water, but really cool. But the other thing I used it for this weekend is I put treats and, poo bags in. So when I took Bo out, I had everything I needed. I had one with water in, one with biscuits in, or treats, because he's a little monkey, won't come back, and also some poo bags. So we're all nice and safe. Right, we're going to go on to some cardstock next, because this sold out last week, and we've managed to get you more. Our Sam has been manically cutting on our mega guillotine in the warehouse, making sure that you've all got this. So you're going to get 100 sheets. So you get 5 different colours. You get 20 of each. I'm going to say it's about a 220 GSM this, maybe 240. So you've got all those lovely colours in 12 by 12, and even the offcuts we've given you, because you could put these strips on and it doesn't matter, you could fill the mat with the strips, scan it in, see where they are, and then cut all your alphabets out of it and have a stash going, or your flowers, or whatever you want to cut out of it. But I wanted to give you those strips as well, because there's no point putting them in the bin. That's just, no, that's sacrilege. Don't like that. Don't like putting card in the bin at the best of times, but when it's useful, definitely not. Maybe you've got border punches from way back when. Maybe you've got little dies that you've got through your baby blue. These, perfect for that. So if you want that, shop colour, $17.99, gets you 100 12 by 12 sheets. It's solid core. Now then, why is solid core really important for your scan and cut? Okay, so the reason it's important is white core card is made with chalk. And chalk is abrasive and it will blunt your blades faster. So using a solid core eliminates that process and it gives you a really nice even cut. Also, when you're cutting lots of layers out, you don't want to have to go around the edge with an ink or a marker on every one, because you can see that white harsh edge. What you want to do is just literally be able to see the colour in the background. Right, thank you everybody for joining me this morning. I've got lots of you watching. Andrew's just told me how many people are watching. I'm very excited. Right, one more thing no, there's a few more things I want to show you, because I'm going to get really giddy in a minute. Right, this card, now then, are they getting... How many sheets, Sam? 50 sheets. Now, we bought this card in. This is my favorite, one of my favourite craft cards. It's got a beautiful colour to it and a lovely texture. It's white on the back. So if you're making like big 3D construction things, like maybe one of the digital Craftorium USBs or a made from the memory USB, you could use your 12 by 12 sheets to cut the big pieces out. But use these to do all your hinges or your individual panels or your bases, or I don't know, the blades on the windmill, whatever it is. Use this when you can, because using the smaller bits instead of cutting into a big piece of card just makes more sense economically. All right, so you're getting 50 sheets, $5.99. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Cuts beautifully on the scan and cut, I have to say. Really, really nice quality craft card. It's about a 300 GSM. It's really difficult to find a nice craft card that doesn't look like it's been made from the bits that are swept up off the paper mill floor. Do you know what I mean? It has that pulpy, has that recycled toilet roll look. This doesn't. This is absolutely fabulous. So shop card, $5.99. Right, I'm going to jump back to here. And I'm going to bring this in to show you, because this is brilliant. So way back when, probably about 18 months after Brother had launched the Scan and Cut, everybody was messaging me and saying, right, I want a gold pen, I want a silver pen, I want a glitter pen, I want a white pen, I want this and this. And I went to Brother and I went, right, people are asking for pens. And they went, we don't make pens. I was like, okay, I get it, because that's a massive investment for a company to start making pens. So they went away and they came up with the universal pen holder. I'm going to show you exactly how this works at demo, but it means that you can use any pen in here or pencil up to the width of an ultra-fine Sharpie. Okay, that's the best way I can tell you. So if I turn it over on the back, you can see it gives you the measurements, and these 2 black marks is a little trick. I'm going to show you how to use those as a guide, because it's really cool. So you're going to get the universal pen holder. It comes in 2 parts, but it means that all those pens that you've got in your stash, you can now use. which is super cool, right? So if you want that, the universal pen holder, it's shop holder, it's £21.47, but it makes drawing on this absolutely fabulous. So that's that one. I'm going to get excited again now. These, now we haven't got a lot of these. I'm going to warn you now. You are getting, and I'm just going to let Sam show you that while I grab these from over here. Because look how lush this looks. I didn't even know I had these on the show till I walked in this morning. Look how beautiful that is. Oh my word. You're getting 60 of these pens. You've got glitter pens in here. You've got some metallics in there. You've got your regular ones. You've got a white one in there. You've got gold, silver in there. You've got some lovely pastels. You've got some brights in there. All sorts of different pens within one set. Brilliant with your universal pen holder. It's shop gel. It's $39.99 for 60. That's ridiculous value for money. They are from the brand of Arteza, so you will have seen them before. Look, you've got your glitters. You've even, look at these here. Got these on there. Oh, they are. So you've got 9 pastel colours, 6 rainbow colours, 4 neon colours, 3 classic colours, 17 glitter colours, 11 metallic colours, and 10 neons. So all 60 in their little case. So I like that idea because it's all stored beautifully. Amazing value. Shop gel, $39.99. I'm not expecting those to last very long. What?
There's only 4 left.
Oh, there's only 4 left to allocate. Don't wait. Please don't wait. I'll still use them, so you'll still get to see them. Right, we have these. Now, these were our flexi liners. We've only got 2 of these.
One.
I'm not going. Oh, one. We've only got 1 of these. These are also really good in your universal pen holder, and these have a flexible nib, so you can go from really thin to quite thick. So just for journaling and doodling. If you bought into Moodling last week when I did the show with our lovely Lou, these would be great for Moodling as well. Oh, gone. Right. Okay. Done.
Well done. That was our last 2 in the way.
Well done. Last 2 gone now.
There's a really good video describing what they are that is now useless. It took me 2 weeks to make, but don't worry about it.
Right, moving on. If you want 50 sheets of a 300 GSM white A3 card, this is the deal and a half. Shop white, $9.99. Can't believe I'm saying that. Now, I'll tell you why I like using A3, because you can make an 8x8 card blank from it. So imagine you're going to make 50 8x8 card blanks from this. Can be scored on your ScanNCut, $9.99, and you're going to have all the offcuts left over. Or maybe you just like using, I love using A3, it just makes my life so much easier. Instead of cutting 2 A4s down and scoring one and gluing it, and just literally cut it out. Brilliant. Right, so that one is shop white, $9.99. Now, there is something else I have to show you. Yes, Andrew?
The pens are fully allocated.
Oh, these are fully allocated. Please, 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 crafter to crafter, check out your baskets. I know you've got till 8 o'clock tonight, but somebody else could watch this show this afternoon on repeat, pop it in their basket. It's not yours until you've paid for it and checked it out, so please check out. If you decide, and we all do it, that's something that you might, no, maybe I don't need that today, please take it out so somebody else can pop it in. Thank you. Right, now then, next. This, absolute must-have for ScanNCut users, and I'm going to show you why. So I've printed off this. You're getting 350 digistamps. So you can change all of these in Minecraft Studio. You can then print them off, scan them in, and create cutting files. I'm going to let that sink in. Now, not every single one of them, so something like this one down here, you would have to complete those lines, okay? So you might have to do a little bit of editing with some of them, but look how many you're getting. So these are your doilies. These are just stunningly beautiful. And you can change the colour on these. David showed me how to do it this morning because it's not the obvious. So you've got all of these. I mean, look how beautiful these are. Now, some of them, to be able to get every little bit of detail, you would need to make them bigger than they actually are. But that's okay, because you could also take the outside edge away and it can become a stencil. So you've got all of your doilies. I mean, look how beautiful these are. Like something like that, there's no way it's going to pick up all that detail because there's too many lines. But we can start to play around with them as well. So we've got all of these and more. Isn't this lovely? I mean, that as a doily is just beautiful. You could get away with that as a snowflake too. Then we go, oh, missed one, can't miss one. Too much good stuff on these to miss. Then we go into your borders. Now, how beautiful are these? Maybe you just want to use them in Minecraft Studio, print them out, change the colours, all of that. Absolutely. Go ahead and do that. You do not need a ScanNCut to buy this USB. Okay, I'm going to give you the details. Shop Digi, $8.99. If you spend buy one thing today, that is ridiculously good value. Look at this. So you're getting all of these. I mean, how beautiful are these? They're stunning, aren't they? And you could take something like that, scan it in, save it, and then cut it out of a beautiful pattern paper. You could cut it out your vinyl if you want to, which is just super. So then we go on to your corners, which are just delicious. Like this one, for example, you would have to just put a black line down there and a black line along there, so it joined all those little lines, because it won't find that mesh detail. It's too fine. Okay, we have to manage our expectations, but I have to say it's brilliant. So, I mean, things like that, that's instantly a stencil. Okay, and you can manipulate them, which is great. So you've got all of these different ones. I mean, these are just fabulous, aren't they? Just as backgrounds, these are stunning. Just print them on acetate, print them on your rice papers, print them on your printable vellum, all of the above. But some of these designs are absolutely spectacular. Then you've got little icon elements like this that you can then take and create different things with, which is just wonderful. Then we go on to the next one. I think I've just shown you that, printed that one twice. Okay, let's put that under there, then we're not getting confused. And then we go into frames, because then we've got the coordinating frames to the doilies and the borders and the corners, which is super. So everything matches. You do not want to miss out on this. It is Shop Digi, $8.99. £8.99 for all of this lot. I mean, it's just ridiculously good. 10% is now in people's baskets. I knew you'd love this. Wait till I show you what you can do with it. Super, super, super cool. So that is Shop Digi. Ridiculous price. $8.99. Right. I think we've covered everything that I want to go to, Andrew. Do you?
I think so.
Okay. Let's go and show you the universal pen holder.
Lots of people watching are giving you the tablet to say hello.
Oh, nice. Lovely. Where is my tablet? Oh, yeah.
Next to that one.
I saw you do that and instantly forgot. I know. Good morning. Stephanie Waitman, tan, it was pens. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Hi to Adele, Mitch. Let's have a look. Joanne, Carol, Lynn. Loads of you watching. Kaz, Wendy, Amanda. Thank you so much. Rebecca, all of you. Thank you, Pauline. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm very, very excited, as you can expect, because it's ScanNCut, isn't it? It's my baby. Right, let me show you, first of all, how this universal pen holder works, because it's brilliant. And I'm going to use the card, so the white card, which was Shop White, $9.99. All right. So
There's only 8 of these left.
Okay, there's only 8 of the white card left. So if you want it, pop it in your baskets quick sharp. Now, one thing you do have to think about when you're using the universal pen holder, especially if you're colouring in with it, oh yeah, it colours in as well, I know, is that it's going to put a lot of pressure in one place or a small area. So just make sure that your mat isn't brand new, okay? Use an older mat. I know that sounds ridiculous, but it means that you'll be able to get the card off. Right, so first things first, let's take one of the pens. Let's use this purple one. Actually, no, let's change our mind. Let's use this nice blue, like a cornflower blue, if I can get it out. Daft Telly nails. Oh, gosh, come on. Let's get this. Come on, out you pop. There you are. Got you. Right. So, gel pens. Fabulous amount of colours. Always just go in first and just let that ink start to flow. Now then, I'm going to show you this first of all. So this is your universal pen holder, so it comes in 2 parts. This is the piece that the pen goes into, and this is the piece that helps it line it up. So you're going to pop that into there like that. Then you make sure that these little nodules here are locked into this little gap down there, okay? So it looks like you've got your 5 little prongs there, and then you've got your little pieces that go at the bottom. You're then going to take your pen and you're going to drop it into your universal pen holder. you're then going to, I'm just going to turn this around, you're dropping it in so that the nib at the bottom touches the base of this. Okay, this is why you have this piece. Then you're going to lift this up, rotate it round, let it drop into the little notches there, and then tighten the top. Now, that pen will still come out, okay? So what you need to do is take a little bit of low-tack tape, and you're going to tape where those black marks are on the back of that packaging. Remember when I showed you? So I just go right down about there, just pull your tape, just wrap it round, and the amount of tape you need will depend on the size of your pen, the barrel of your pen. And then I like to put another one a little bit further up, just so that it's nice and secure, okay? Now they have made a small pen holder, which means you don't have to do this, but for what it is, you know what? I'm going to drop that into there now. Now when I lift this up now and pull that round, it's going to drop into those notches and then going to tighten it. Now that's not going anywhere, okay? So we're going to draw. Now you remove this, then I know that that nib is on the bottom of there, so I know it's going to hit the card. And then all you're going to do is lift the grey bar where your blade is, like that. Take that out, pop that in, like so, and then drop that lever down. Okay, now we're ready to draw. Now it knows that there is a universal pen holder in the back because this barcode here is different to the barcode on the back of your blade.
The white card's gone.
White card's gone. Well done, fully allocated. Make sure you check those baskets out, otherwise it's not yours until you do. I've done that over the weekend. I've been looking at this pair of boots for months, and then it dropped massively in price, and I was like, do I, don't I, do I, don't I? Popped it in my basket, went for a wander around the house, did a bit of cleaning up, came back, thought, right, do I really need the boots? Yeah, I really want the boots. Went back, size had gone. Gutted. Gutted. £130 I would have saved. I know. So don't do that. Right, next, we're going to go and let's just do, I don't know, Mel, because we can. So we'll go into our patterns and we'll go into one of the fonts, and I'm going to show you all the different things that you can do with it. So let's click on, let's do this font because I like that one. We're just going to type M-E-L, OK. Now, if I ever wanted to manipulate those letters, I'd bring them on one at a time, or I'd then send it into Canvas Workspace and ungroup it, just so that you know. Right, so we're going to press Set. I'm going to make this a little bit smaller, so I'm going to go to Edit, Object Edit, and Resize. And I'm going to make this smaller because we don't necessarily want it to be big, do we? Let's do it at 15 millimeters, okay? I'm going to bring this over here now, and I'm just going to ask it to draw it normally, okay? So we'll keep going till we get to Please Select, and this time instead of saying Cut, we say Draw. And then we press Start. Now I've got my pressure on 0 because it doesn't need a lot of force to draw, and I've also got my speed on 3. You can put your speed higher up if you want to. On a CM machine, what it will do is draw from the bottom up because it can't lift the back rollers. On an SDX, it will prompt you to lift the lever that's on the side so the back rollers lift. Yes, Andrew?
What pens shouldn't we use?
What pen shouldn't you use? So I wouldn't use something like the Creative multi-markers that have a really open fibre tip. So definitely not alcohol markers because you won't get the barrel in there, I don't think. But if you can, absolutely. But what's happening is every time that unit goes up and down like that with a fibre tip, it can start to deteriorate that fibre. You can use things like your Sakura pens, like your fine liner pens, but again, just be aware that if you put too much pressure on that pen, that fibre tip can push back in. Now, I've never had it happen to me because I always use a 0.3 and above, and I always knock my pressure down. You can even take it to a negative pressure if you want to, so just be aware of that. Apart from that, I don't think there's a lot. And also, think about using your Sharpies, your fine, ultra-fine Sharpies, because those digital stamps you could then be drawing on your vinyl. Right, so if we have a look now, you can see we've got Mel, all right? Nice and clean, nice and clear. Right, what if I want to colour that in? Or I want to put a pattern in it? Or actually, what if I want to make that a little bit thicker? Right, so let's do the thicker bit first. So if I go back, using my back arrow, and go to Edit and Object Edit, this little triangle here will allow me to add up to 2 additional lines. So when this first came out, this wasn't available. So I'm going to switch that on. I'm going to ask it to do 2, and I want them 0.3 millimetres apart, okay? When the ScanNCut first came out, this wasn't available. And it became available for the reason that I've just said, because people were putting a lot of pressure on a nib to try and get the lines thicker so that they then got a thicker line. But the problem was they're putting too much force on that fibre nib and it was popping it back into the barrel. So this is how we do it. Oh, I've got a visitor.
Don't look at me because I've got no makeup on.
Okay, don't look at Stephanie because she's got no makeup on.
It's worse than I haven't brushed my hair.
Oh, she hasn't brushed her hair either.
These are not. Could you use those?
I'll try.
These.
Definitely not that end, but
No,
I'll try.
the other end.
Absolutely. Let's have a try.
Okay,
Let's try it live.
These are watercolours. But then you can't have them yet. But
Look, my job. What do you mean I can't have them yet?
no, because that's the only packet we've got.
Oh, so I can't sell any. You can't buy them.
Not today.
Oh,
but
that's
we can next week.
next week.
But I want to know if we can use them. 'Cause
Okay.
if we can, we could draw the outline for our watercolour and pull the colour in.
Yes, you could.
And I'm taking my bottle back.
No, I need that, please. You can have it back today.
Yeah, that's where it's gone.
Bye. It's a good job. I love her, isn't it? She said to me the other day, "How much do you love me?" I said, "I love you loads." She meant, "You'll love me more in a minute." I said, "No, that's not possible. Can't love you any more than I do." Right, so we've now got our 2 lines on there. So let's see what the difference is now. So let's draw this again. And cut. Oh, no, I don't want to draw. Now then, won't let me cut it. Oh, it will let me cut it. Why do I want to cut it when I've got my pen in? That's interesting. Anyway, start. Let's go. Let's see what we get. You will find this in ScanNCut shows, especially when I'm on my own. I just randomly talk to myself. I do it all the time. This weekend was just a prime example. I was just chattering away to myself. Right, what shall I do next? I'll sort this clothes out, then I'll go and get my car, then I'll go to do this. And yeah, wittering. My husband calls it, you're wittering. Right, yeah, well. Right, now look at the difference there. So what it's done is it's drawn those letters, it's then gone out 0.3 millimetres and it's done another line. It's then gone out another 0.3 millimetres and done another line. Now you can set the distance between it, which is super, super, super cool. So if we go back and we make that line wider, so we go to Object Edit, we put our lines on again, but this time we make this, let's do it 1.2 millimetres apart and press OK. Let's move this down now. Now then, let me just check to see if I've gone too wide with that. Let's have a look what we've got. Ooh, look at that. Let's do it. Might have gone a little bit too far there, but anyway, let's try it and see what we get. Please select Draw and Start. And this is the best thing to do. Get some scrap paper, pop it on your mat. Make sure your mat doesn't love it too much and it'll give it you back. Don't use really cheap stuff. Just sacrifice one piece of white card and do this because it's really cool. It's really cool. Well, liking this. I think I'm liking this a lot. Right, 25% of the digital USB, Shop Digi, is now in people's baskets. I'm not surprised, look at that. So it's overlapped a little bit, but you can get the idea. Quarter of the 12 by 12 colour card is gone, and we're just working with our pen holder now. Right, so next thing we can do, if we go back, let's go to Edit and Object Edit, and let's just turn those lines off, right? Because I don't need those on anymore. Right, now then, I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. So I'm going to scale this up a little bit. We're going to press OK, and we're going to add some more functions into here. So when I go to Please Select and Draw, we have options, and the options are in here. So, no, they're not. Where are Melanie? Come on, words, love. Go back to the beginning. Go on, go back. Edit. Object Edit. Then this button here is your Draw Fill function. So let me just come out of that. That one there that looks like a pen and it's coloured in there. That's your Draw Fill function. So you can put your Draw Fill on. This is where it will colour in for you. So fill line spacing 0.1 millimetre. So I want this as close as I can. The fill direction 180 degrees. So it's going from left to right. And the fill pattern is really cool. So that will colour in. That'll put lines in it. that'll put a grid in it, that'll put one set of triangles in it, and that'll double the triangles. So let's do it with, let's draw fill first, because while it's doing that, I can recap some of the products that are busy. Now then, I've kind of lost track of where I am now. So all I'm going to do is scan this in. I'm going to scan this piece of card in now, and then I can see exactly where I've been and exactly where I'm going. This universal pen holder, if you own a ScanNCut and you don't have it already, you need it in your life. It's brilliant. Honestly, it's one of the best things they came out with, because it means that all those pens that you've got in your stash, as long as they don't go wider than that width of barrel, you can pop into that universal pen holder, which is just fabulous. Right, so now I can see where I've been, and now I know where I'm going. All right, so all I'm going to do now is keep pressing OK. Please select, draw, and start. And then it's going to start. Now watch this, because this fascinates me. This is now doing what a printer would do. So it's laying down that colour. Look at it. It's colouring in. It's colouring in, Sam. Isn't that clever? Right, while it's colouring in, I'm going to come round here and we're going to go through a few of these products again, please. So let's go back to vinyl. So our vinyl today is Shop Triple. It's $39.99. You're getting 10 holographic sheets. So if I just fan these out for you, you can see all these amazing colours. Let's get them all laid out like this, like so, all the way out like that. So nice, beautiful colours in here, and you're going to use this a lot. This is what I used on Stephanie's bottle that she hadn't even realised she'd forgotten. She didn't have until she came in here. So I'm going to be in trouble when I go out. I'm joking, I won't be in trouble when I go out. So you've got 10 sheets of the holographic vinyl with your 12 by 12 bonus transfer sheet. That you can reuse over and over and over again. Join us at 12 o'clock, we're going to do vinyl at 12. Then you're going to get 15 sheets of printable matte white vinyl. Again, 12 by 12 with your free transfer sheets. You get 15 of those. And then you also get 15 of black. And that is $39.99. Shop Triple will get you all 3 of those. So 40 sheets for £39.99, £1 a sheet. Right, vinyl next. Now, if you haven't got the vinyl starter kit, I can highly recommend it. We will do a full, thorough show on this at 12 o'clock so that you can see the difference and why I say you need it and how to personalise, because it's brilliant. So if you want that shop kit, it's $54.99. If you want a spare blade, because you've already got it, that's Shop Auto, and that is $16.49 for a spare vinyl blade. Your double set of mats, Shop Low, $44.99. Now, I said before, and I'll say it again just because we get new people joining us every minute, which is lovely. If you buy low-tack mats, you can then re-tack them with the stencil glue and the cut and use foam. You can also do it with your standard ones, but I like buying low tack now because I can have one for my grey board, which is super sticky, same one for my Mylar because that's super sticky, one that's just a regular low tack mat for things like my parchment and my thinner papers, and you can retack it to the level that you want it to be. So basically you can make your own bespoke mats is what I'm trying to say, just using a million words to get there. Right, so Shop Low, $44.99 will get you those. Right, mugs. How are we doing on the mugs, Andrew?
We have 8 left.
Right, we've got 8 of these left.
8
sets of 4. Yes, I was just about to say that. 8 sets of 4, not 8 mugs. So you're getting 4 insulated mugs. I think these are brilliant. Them with them. So not dishwasher proof. Just wash them warm soapy water. You can change the colour if you don't want pink, so you can paint them with your hybrid acrylics. So you could have a beautiful, oh, imagine that. How lovely would that be? You could even rice paper them and use the dishwasher safe. I know you won't put it through the dishwasher, but it'll work, won't it? But what we've used them for is vinyl. So I personalised Sam's mug that she's never got to drink out of yet because I keep nicking it back. I need to make her another one, don't I? That I don't need to keep nicking back. But 4 of them, I mean, if you make and sell, brilliant. If you just want everyone in the family to have their own, absolutely fabulous. That is Shop Mug, $19.99, gets you 4 of those mugs. That's brilliant value for money. I love that. And they're a really nice quality. Even the acrylic at the top is nice and sturdy. And it's got that lovely seal. So that's your mug. And then it's even got that silicone seal that goes round. Just keeps everything nice and warm. There you go, little drinking spout there. Love it. Right, shop mug, 19.99. If you fancy the water bottles or bottles for when you take your dog on a walk and it needs water, treats, poo bags, kids at school, all those different things. Could be you store your bird seed in there before you put it in the holder. Loads of different things that you could do with these. I love the fact that it has this on because it just links onto the bag. I've got one for Alice and one for Jack for school because it's not overwhelming. And if you are trying to drink more water instead of pop all the time, this is a great way because it gives you that boost. See how many you can get through in a day, right? Love that. Shop bottle, 19.99 will get you 4. Right, I'm going to come back to this colour card because this is fabulous. I'm just going to open this packet up because we can always reseal it again. I'm not going to use any, so we're all right. You're going to get 100 sheets. So you're going to get 20 yellow, 20 orange, green, red and teal, like a turquoisey colour. So 12 by 12 solid core. Solid core is really, really, really important when you are using a ScanNCut because it doesn't give you that horrible white edge. I'll tear one of these strips so that you can see what I mean. So when you're matting and layering, you don't want to see white at the side because then all you see is those white edges. Using this, look, lovely core. Cuts really nicely. The auto blade will sort out your settings for you. If you're working on a CM machine, I'm going to say you probably want your pressure on 0 and your blade on about 3, depending on the edge of your blade. But if it then doesn't cut right through, just up your blade. You don't need a lot of pressure to get through that. So you're getting 100 sheets there in 12 by 12. Plus you're also going to get these offcuts because you can literally put one of each colour on your mat, scan your mat in, cut all your little hearts for Valentine's Day. You can cut all your letters for your personalisation, all of that. You can literally put them all on a mat, scan it in, cut loads of stuff out at once. That is Shop Colour. And it is, lost my little post-it now, Andrew. $17.99. That's a deal. 100 sheets for $17.99. That's mad. Next one, shop card. Please don't miss out on this. Maybe you like making small cards. Maybe you like just using offcuts like this instead of using big pieces of card. I do this when I'm doing my made from the memory. Limited stock, shop card, $5.99. You're going to have to be quick. Now then, this one for me is absolutely essential. So not just for ScanNCut users this is a Minecraft Studio tattered lace digi-stamp USB, okay? So you're going to get doilies, frames, borders, corners, all sorts of different things on here. So you can take them into Minecraft Studio, print them off, scan them in, create a cutting file. You can scan to direct cut and it will cut the outside edge for you. So loads of different ways of using this. So you've got all your doilies in here. I love the fact that we've given you also some label shapes because even if you scan that into direct cut or scan to cut data and just use the outside edge so it doesn't find the detail, you've then got a brand new label shape there and you've got that in hundreds of different sizes. That's the deal. Right, $8.99 Shop Digi is going to get you this USB that has 350 digital stamps on it. 350 digital stamps for $8.99. That's bonkers, right? So all of your doilies. You've then got a quarter of this stock is now in people's baskets. I'm not surprised. We had quite deep stocks of this, but don't miss out on this one. Look at this. If you found the outside edge of that, you've got a new label. These new labels, new label, all of it, just amazing, absolutely amazing. Now, some of them will work brilliantly. Some of them you might have to do a little bit of editing with the fine liner pen, but that's okay because we've got loads of those. You've got borders in here. Love that. As a wedding invitation, that would look stunning. Then you've also got more detailed borders. Now, some of these you might not want to use as cutting files. Some of these you might just want to use as decorative elements on your cards, but to have them is super. You know, things like this one, you could take that into Canvas Workspace and split that down. And I'm going to show you how you scan it in and cut them out, or how you scan it in and save it. We've got a few minutes left. So, backgrounds. These are lovely. Think about these as your transparencies. Print them on printable acetate. Print them on your printable vellums. Print them on your fabrics, on your rice papers. Colour them in. You know, do all those amazing things that as creative people we love to do, even down to the butterflies. I mean, it will replicate that perfectly. It's just fabulous. So you've got all of these. You've got different elements like these in here. beautiful birds going on, all sorts of fabulous things going on in here. I love these. I think they're absolutely fabulous. And for $8.99, if that was $38.99, I'd still be saying it was an amazing deal, but it's not. It's $8.99. It's shop digi, and a quarter of the stock is already in people's baskets. But this one, I think, well, all of these I think are fabulous. You know, maybe you bought your Mermazing at the weekend. Look how fabulous these would be with the shells. Yes, Andrew?
Joe has asked,
Yes.
can she use the Digistamp USB to foil?
Yes, I don't see why not, Joe. I think it will depend on the level of detail that it will pick up. So I'll show you that. Let's get through this and then I'll show you that, Joe, because I think that's fabulous. So all of this detail, we'll scan something in that's quite intricate. And we'll see where we get to with it, and then you can make your decision. But for $8.99, I mean, that's just crazy bonkers value for money. That really is mad. Right, let's go over and do this, because I want to show you this, because I don't want anybody missing out on that USB, because it's really cool. So if you look now, look, it's drawn melon, it's coloured it in. Now that looks like it's been printed. It does not look like it's been drawn. And two things that really stand out for me on this. First of all, the precision and how smooth it is. Secondly, it hasn't pilled the paper. So it tells me that the gel pens are a really good quality. It also tells me that that paper's a good quality too. Just be aware that it is going to go over an area quite a lot, so you want to make sure that your mat isn't too sticky. Just reiterating that. Do you know why? Because that's exactly what I did this morning. Yes, I did. It's like, okay, note to self. So if it does, just get your fingers underneath like this, like that, where it's coloured in like that. Can you see? I needed a less tacky mat again. And then all you're going to do is just get rid of this paper. Now, you can go in and do this. The best thing to do if you've got it everywhere is to run it under the tap. Let the water penetrate through, and then you can go in with your scraper and get rid of it. Right, let me show you this next bit now. Scanning mat, we talked about last week, didn't we, when we were doing that deal. So I just want to mention it again because this is something that you will use quite a lot. All right, so you've got, this is one of the doilies that's on that Digistamp USB. So I'm going to scan it in and save it into the machine's memory because then I can make it bigger. So all I did was brought this onto Micro Studio, sized it to what I wanted it to be, printed it off, black on white, and now I'm using a scanning mat. And you could use your cutting mat if you wanted to, but then it's going to look for all the little lines that are on the mat. It's entirely up to you which way you do it. I like a scanning mat. It's a one-off purchase. If you look after it, you never need to use it again. The other thing it won't let you do is cut on it. So just in case, it's got that little fail-safe as well. Right, so let's load this in. We're going to scan to create a cutting file first of all. So we're going to scan to cut data. So we're going to scan to create a cutting file, if you like, scan to cut data, and then we're going to press start. It's prompting me to lift the lever because it's scanning something in, and then just press start. The lever was already lifted on my machine because I was drawing. You all right, love?
Yeah, Mitch has got a question. So they bought some stencils on last night's show.
Yep.
She thought they were SVG files.
Right.
Can she turn the stencil? Can she somehow turn them into SVG files by scanning them in?
Yes. So if you, I would say, spray your stencil onto a piece of black card. Just trying to think of the best way to do that. And scan that in and see if it picks it up. If it picks up the outside edge, then you need to pull your, almost like your frame, you know those arrows that you drag in to contain your containing arrows in over the outside edge of that stencil. The other way to do it is to draw inside the stencil.
Could you just ink the stencil and scan that?
You're not going to get a really nice even edge, I think. I would try drawing inside, but I'd also try scanning it in. I'll try it after the show, I'll try it. Right, so options now. That option will only ever find the outside edge, okay? So if we do this, these are the arrows that I'm talking about. If I do that and then I drag in like that, I've now got a new label shape in all those different sizes, okay? It's not going to find the detail, it's just going to find the outside edge. It's exactly the same as direct cut. If I wanted to draw this, I would use this one because this will find the middle of every line, okay? Now, when you draw in, you can go smaller. So I could go in and go ignore object size and make that everything 1 millimetre. So then it picks up as much as it can possibly find. And I'm going to zoom into here and I'm going to scroll down. And there you can see all those lines it's found. Now the only ones it hasn't found is a teeny tiny bit right in the middle. So Sam, if you just have a look there for me, look, so Sam's on cameras. That tiny bit there, it's never going to find because that's less than 1 millimetre, okay? So that's what it gives us if we find the middle of every line. However, we'll take that back up. If we try and find either side of every line, which is the middle option, and then we do ignore object size again. Now just keep an eye on that. You'll see, especially at the top round here, how many more pieces it then finds. Can you see it getting darker? And again. So it's now found everything that it possibly can. So I'm going to press OK, and again, and I'm going to let it process that information now, which is super. I mean, personally, I would absolutely be having this and just using them as doilies, cutting around the edge, doing all those amazing things. But let's see what it finds when we try either side of every line. Now, you are going to have to make this bigger because the ScanNCut needs a 3mm turning point. So it needs to get in, rotate, meet itself, and come out, okay? So it's processing that information. That's a lot of information for it to process. So it's ready. We're going to save it into the machine's memory. So it's saving that information now and storing it in the machine, and it's file number 10. So I can now press home and OK. Retrieve that information from the machine's memory. I know it's file number 10, so I'm going to go right down to the bottom, and there it is. And then I'm going to press OK. Now, the easiest way to find out whether you've got anything else other than that is to edit. So multiple select, everything that's on the mat, press OK, and group it together. So object, edit, and group. Now I can see there that in the back there is a little square box. So I would go in and spend some time editing that. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like when we go into zoom. Then you can see how much detail it's picked up. It's not bad, that, is it? Look at that. So all of that detail, it's now found. Now, it's not going to be bang on perfect because some of the areas are really, really tiny. And some of the areas, if you took it into Canvas Workspace, it'd be like, no, absolutely not. But what I would use this for, categorically, is finding that outside edge, because then you've got nested shapes. So if we do that, well, let's cut one out, shall we? Let's now change this. How long have we got? We've only got 2 minutes. Right, we haven't got time to do that. Join me back at 12 o'clock and we'll go through that again because I just want to go through a few things. Oh, I wonder if we've got time to try that pen that Stephanie gave us. Because she's going to ask me as soon as I go out. We've got time, Andrew, we've got time. Might have. Let's try it. Let's see if we've got time. Right, let's see if this needs that tape on or not. Might be all right without the tape on that one, you know. Right, don't forget to check out. Please don't forget to check out. Because we all do it and we all forget and then we all get frustrated with ourselves and we don't want any frustrations on a Monday morning. Well, we don't even want any on a Tuesday morning. I think until I wasn't in work yesterday. I don't even know what day it is. I tell you, I'm going to be a day behind all week. Right, let's quickly draw a heart. Let's just draw a square, see if it works. Oh, quick, set. It's scary. Load the mat. I am back at 12. I'm also back at 10, I want to say, with Opulent Orchids. I'm really looking forward to doing that show. Right, let's move this over here. Let's press OK. Please select, draw, and go. Right, let's see. It's going to be very excited if that works, because these are them watercolour pens that you can pull the colour in. Oh, lovely. Yep, that works. Don't need to tape it. Works perfectly. They will be available for you to buy next week. Right, I'm going to hand over to, who's coming up next, Andrew? Is it David?
David and Lou, I think.
David and Lou. Oh, Lulu's in today, is she?
Yeah.
How fabulous. David and Lou. That'll be fun. And please join me back at 10 o'clock with Opulent Orchids and also 12 o'clock with this. And we'll go through loads of stuff. We'll do some vinyl and all sorts of different things on that hour as well. Thank you so much for your company. It's been a pleasure as ever. Don't forget to check your baskets out. I know I'm going to keep banging on about it, but after what happened to me this weekend, I don't want anybody missing out on these amazing deals because I was gutted. But it were beautiful boots. know, I literally stood in front of the mirror and told myself off. I'm like, you tell everybody every day to check out. No, you haven't done it, and now look what's happened. So don't have a weekend like I had. Anyway, thank you ever so much. I will see you back at 10. You take care. Lots of love. Bye-bye.